Today, we're embarking on a sonic journey back to 1969, a year when music was a cultural revolution. 1969 gave us songs with substance, performed by artists with genuine talent. It was a year of monumental change. The Vietnam War was raging, man walked on the moon, and Woodstock defined a generation. Through it all, music was the heartbeat of society, reflecting our hopes, fears, and dreams. We'll kick things off with the Temptations and their smash hit, I Can't Get Next to You. This song was a tour de force of vocal harmonies. The Temptations weren't afraid to get political either, unlike some of our modern artists who think a strongly worded tweet counts as activism. Here's a juicy tidbit for you. I Can't Get Next to You knocked the Archies' Sugar Sugar off the top spot. That's right, a cartoon band was dominating the charts. And you thought virtual influencers were a new thing. The Temptations showed that real talent could still triumph over marketing gimmicks. Speaking of Sugar Sugar, this bubblegum pop confection by the Archies proved that you didn't even need to be real to top the charts. Some might argue that's still true today, but at least the Archies weren't hiding behind layers of production and Photoshop.
Honey, oh, sugar, sugar.
Fun fact, the Archies were the first fictional group to have a #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100. This virtual band paved the way for all sorts of musical experiments. Love them or hate them, you can't deny their impact on pop culture. Now let's groove to Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In by the Fifth Dimension. This medley from the musical Hair captured the spirit of the 60s better than any mood ring or lava lamp. It spoke of peace, love, and understanding. The blend of pop, soul, and psychedelia in this track was groundbreaking. Did you know that Aquarius Let the Sun Shine In won the Grammy for Record of the Year? Imagine that, a song about astrology and positivity winning a major award. The Fifth Dimension proved that uplifting messages and stellar vocals could resonate with both critics and the public. Alright folks, what memories do these songs bring back for you? Share your stories in the comments. And don't worry, unlike your grandkids, we actually want to hear about the good old days. Your experiences are part of music history, so let's preserve them. The Rolling Stones strutted onto the scene with Honky Tonk Women, a gritty, bluesy number. This was music with swagger, folks. No need for fancy light shows or costume changes, just raw talent and attitude. The Stones proved that rock and roll could be dangerous and sexy. Here's a bit of trivia to impress your less knowledgeable friends. Honky Tonk Women was originally written as a country song. The Stones recorded it in Nashville before giving it the rock treatment we all know and love. The Beatles, with a little help from Billy Preston, told everyone to get back. This track was a return to their rock roots, proving they could still let loose even as they were falling apart.
Get back to it.
Unlike some modern bands who break up over Twitter, the Beatles channeled their tensions into musical gold. Bet you didn't know this. Get Back was originally going to be a song criticizing anti-immigration sentiment in Britain. The Beatles decided to make it less political, which is probably for the best. Tommy James and the Shondells gave us Crimson and Clover, a psychedelic masterpiece that didn't need fancy computer effects to blow your mind. Just good old-fashioned musical talent and maybe a little chemical assistance. But you didn't hear that from me.
Crimson and Clover.
Here's a trippy tidbit. The title, Crimson and Clover, came to Tommy James when he was half asleep. He liked the sound of the words together, even though they didn't mean anything specific. It's about evoking a feeling, not always spelling everything out for your listeners. Sly and the Family Stone brought the funk with Everyday People, a groovy call for unity that still rings true today. This track broke barriers, bringing people of all backgrounds together on the dance floor. It's a shame we still need this message today, but at least we have a killer soundtrack for it. Did you know that Everyday People was Sly and the Family Stone's first #1 hit? It wouldn't be their last in 1969 either. They proved that music could be both socially conscious and irresistibly catchy. Music fans, we've covered some heavy hitters, but I know you've got opinions. Who was the best live act of 1969? Let us know in the comments, and don't hold back. Unlike social media, we can handle a little heated debate here. Your insights might just educate a new generation on what real music sounds like. Speaking of Sly and the Family Stone, they're back with Hot Fun in the Summertime. This laid-back tune captured the essence of those endless summer days before smartphones and Netflix binges ruined everyone's attention spans. It's a testament to simpler times when entertainment meant hanging out with friends and enjoying good music. Here's a scorching fact for you. Despite its summer theme, Hot Fun in the Summertime was released in August and didn't hit #1 until October. Proof that a good song is timeless. Sly and the Family Stone didn't care about release strategies or social media campaigns. They just made great music and let it find its audience. The Jackson 5 burst onto the scene with I'll Be There, showcasing Little Michael's incredible voice. This was before the scandals and the surgeries, when the Jacksons were just a family making irresistible music. No need for elaborate music videos or controversy, just pure talent. Prepare to have your mind blown. Michael Jackson was only 11 years old when he recorded I'll Be There. 11! It's a stark reminder of what raw talent looks like, something that seems increasingly rare in today's overproduced music industry. The Foundations build us up with Build Me Up Buttercup, a catchy tune that's still guaranteed to get people on the dance floor. This was back when you actually had to be able to play instruments to make music.
Why do you build me up, buttercup, baby?
Here's a Foundation-shaking fact. The lead singer on Build Me Up Buttercup wasn't the Foundation's original vocalist. Colin Young replaced Clem Curtis just in time to record their biggest hit. Talk about good timing. The king himself, Elvis Presley, proved he still had it with Suspicious Minds. This was Elvis reclaiming his crown after years of mediocre movies.
We can go on together with suspicious minds.
The track's exploration of trust and jealousy in a relationship struck a chord with listeners, proving that the king could tackle mature themes with the same energy he brought to his earlier rock hits. Want to know something suspicious? Suspicious Minds was Elvis's last #1 single in the US during his lifetime. It's a crime that he didn't have more, but at least he went out on top. All right, we're in the home stretch now, but before we continue, I want to hear from you. Which of these artists would you love to see make a comeback today? Who do you think had the biggest impact on music? Share your thoughts below. Your opinions matter, and who knows, maybe we'll inspire a new generation to appreciate the classics. Diana Ross and the Supremes bid farewell with Someday We'll Be Together. Little did we know that someday would mean decades of solo careers, reunions, and more drama than a daytime soap opera.
Someday we'll be together.
This song marked the end of an era, showcasing the group's signature sound, while hinting at the solo success Diana Ross would soon enjoy. Here's a Supreme piece of trivia. Despite being credited to Diana Ross and the Supremes, Diana Ross was the only Supreme to actually sing on Someday We'll Be Together. The other voices you hear belong to session singers. Talk about foreshadowing her solo career. It's a reminder that sometimes the music industry isn't always what it seems. Marvin Gaye's I Heard It Through the Grapevine proved that sometimes the cover is better than the original. Sorry, Gladys Knight fans, but Marvin took this song to another level. His version had more soul than a Southern church on Sunday morning. Grapevine gossip for you. Marvin Gaye's version of I Heard It Through the Grapevine was actually recorded before Gladys Knight in the Pips version, but Motown head Berry Gordy preferred the Pips take and released it first. Marvin's version only came out after it was used in a successful Motown compilation album. Three Dog Night countered it out with One, a song that ironically brought people together. This was back when lyrics actually meant something, not just a random assortment of words designed to sound good over a beat.
'Cause one is the loneliest number that you'll ever.
The song's message about loneliness and the human need for connection resonated with listeners, proving that rock music could be both thoughtful and catchy. Here's a lonely fact for you. One was written by Harry Nilsson, who never had a #1 hit of his own as a performer. Sometimes it's better to be the songwriter than the singer, especially if you want to keep your sanity in this crazy music business. We'll close out our trip through 1969 with Glenn Campbell's Galveston. This bittersweet ode to a soldier's hometown struck a chord during the Vietnam War, proving that country music could be both patriotic and questioning.
Galveston, oh Galveston.
And for our final piece of trivia, Galveston was written by Jimmy Webb, the same songwriter behind Wichita Lineman and By the Time I Get to Phoenix. The man knew how to write a song about a place, that's for sure. It's a testament to the power of collaboration between a great writer and a great performer, a combination that never goes out of style. So there you have it, the #1 songs of 1969, a year of musical innovation, social change, and artists who weren't afraid to push boundaries. These songs brought people together, sparked conversations, and yes, probably caused a few arguments too. But that's what great art does. It makes you feel, think, and engage with the world around you. Next time your grandkids try to impress you with their latest Spotify discovery, just pull up this playlist and show them what real music sounds like. Remind them that before there were algorithms suggesting what to listen to, there were songs that brought entire generations together. And remember, sharing is caring. Spread this video around and let's educate the masses on the golden age of music. Also, please like this video and subscribe so that you never miss a beat.